It's Luke Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital. Welcome to the show, mate. Are you ready?
Second last show.
Who cares about that? We got the Shrek Hour coming up.
I know. I don't want to act too excited yet because it's not this hour. It's the second hour of the show.
No. So, guys, if you want to tune out and come back in about an hour,
Yeah.
Shrek Hour.
Yeah, 7 till 8 will be all Shrek-related content. A bit of backstory in that. I have a radio dream since in 2015 on community radio, I tried to achieve a piece of content that no one has ever really dreamed of. And that's 1 hour chock-a-block of Shrektacular content. All about the DreamWorks 2001 hit film Shrek. We can cover Shrek 2 and 3. I refuse to touch the fourth film out of respect for the franchise.
Exactly.
Even 3 will tiptoe around.
Yeah.
But Shrek 1 and 2 will be covered between 7 and 8. And I was shut down in community radio, Lewis.
Yeah.
They pulled the pin 45 minutes in, and I never got to complete my 1 hour of Shrek content. But
and
today...
that's why, despite being told, no, don't do this, bad
Yes.
idea, we would hate that. What are you going to do? Fire us?
Well, but
Huh? What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Kick us off Modern Digital?
And what? They have to give us 2 weeks' notice. We finish tomorrow.
Hey, it's the Shrek Hour.
Loophole. Shrek Hour between 7 and 8. Stay tuned.
I want to do my segment that we didn't get to do yesterday.
Yesterday, we tried to bring back an old segment called the Gizmo Wiz, which is where Lewis is the
Fan-favourite
Gizmo
segment.
Wiz.
Yeah, I'm the Gizmo Wiz. I know all about technology. I know all about all the new gadgets, and I just really give you a tech report. I don't know what the
Which
segment
no
is.
one was really asking for. That's why the segment stopped, I think, is because but we got to the end and we were like, you don't know really any more than anyone else does about technology. You're always just reading off a news article. But today you've actually got...
I've got some real world experience.
Yeah, in tech world, which is why we thought we'd bring it back. We tried to bring it back yesterday, and it just ended with me saying, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
And we went to a song.
And you know what? I agreed. But today I'm feeling a bit better because I've actually used the new piece of tech.
Right.
So I think
okay.
that we should probably do it at some point.
Well, I guess now we're doing one of these.
Well, Mike was quick on it there.
Technology, innovation,
We tried to trick him.
expert knowledge. Didn't have many friends in high school. A man who knows what he's talking about. This is the Gizmo Wiz.
See, normally when it's my segment, I tell Mike when to hit the button. And I did that yesterday, but he was very late. I threw him a curveball. So today we tried to throw him a double curveball by getting Luke to do it.
But
And
you're on it.
You're on it, mate.
And
well
it's a
done.
credit to you. You're finally improving. It's good to see after 2 years of radio experience, you're really starting to hit your stride on this show.
Over 2 years. Of
Don't
Oh,
say that.
well then you'd be ready for one of them.
Oh, that was pretty good. Turn off.
Yeah, turn it off.
Lewis?
Yes?
Let's do it. Gizmo Wiz. I will not interrupt you.
Okay, good. Well, this is going to be a very solo segment. Hey,
I'll
don't-
leave.
Hey, shh, quiet. Don't interrupt me, mate. So I bought a new alarm clock. You may interrupt. You may
Cool.
interject.
Cool.
Just contribute. Okay, that's good. Just give me positive feedback and affirmation and just show like verbal nods.
Hey, Lewis, tell us about your alarm clock, bro.
Well, I've been struggling to get up because I used to set my alarm on my phone, and then when the alarm would go off, I'd reach for my phone, turn it off, and then I'd just be looking at my phone, and then I would stay on my phone in bed. It was no good, but I didn't want an alarm clock because then you can just hit snooze. So I went online and I found the perfect solution. I bought something called a Ruggy, which is not a Snuggie, but a Ruggy. And basically, it's an alarm clock where it's a mat, and then you set the time, and then it goes off, and it only stops ringing when you stand on it.
Ah, so it's pressure based.
Yeah, so you have to get out of bed and stand on the mat for 3 seconds, and then it will stop.
I immediately start thinking of ways I could cheat that. Is it weight based?
It's weight based, yeah. So
Yeah.
you could chuck something.
Yep. How heavy?
I don't really know. I haven't tested it. I mean, I don't think that heavy.
Great, you brought this to the show. Have you used it yet?
Yeah, I used it once. I got
Oh,
up.
but you haven't tested.
I got up at
cheating it.
6 in the morning. I don't want to test cheating.
Oh.
I'm trying to form a healthy habit. I'm trying to get my sleep hygiene the best it can be.
Right.
Mm.
Well, I just immediately when I hear gadget stuff, I think of ways I can out hack the gadget.
Yeah. So you
Ah.
think you're smarter than a Ruggy?
I think I'm definitely smarter than a Ruggy. I think I could beat it by putting. I mean, by the end though, you could obviously beat it by rolling something onto it, having something next to your bed, but then it gets to a point where you're like, why'd you even buy it in the first place? If you're not going to use it for its intended purpose, just use
Exactly,
your phone
mate.
for the alarm.
And I'm glad you agree. And that's what the Gizmo Wiz is all about. One of
So
these.
technology.
Caught you snoozing. Caught you lacking, huh?
Turn it off. Do you actually have any tech news, or is it just I bought an alarm clock and I think it's cool?
No. I also wanted to test Mike and see if he was listening, and he got 2 out of 3, which is actually pretty good.
Right.
So, guys, that was the Gizmo Wiz. We'll never do it again.
I don't think we'll ever do that one again, guys. That was it.
All right, guys. Well,
Although I don't want that to be the last one. Unless Mike knows the last one, give us one of these. Oh, damn, he did.
very good. All right, well, guys, it's time for a song. Joined by a very special guest, James, who's very modern but also busy on a Friday, and that's why he's here today. Welcome to the show, mate.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome to. Oh, well, thank you for welcoming me.
He's messed it up already. We're
already.
actually here. We got here before you, mate. You're welcome. I don't know
You're
what you've
actually
set
the
up.
guest. It's
Oh,
our
yeah.
show. The reason why we've got James on, he's the reason how this came about was obviously lots of people were sending in submissions for the VIP guest at lukeandlewis5@gmail.com. James's video caught our eye because you own something so modern and so digital that even I think our Tesla audience right now would be thoroughly impressed.
This is so modern that I forgot they existed. It's the type of thing that you see and you go, oh, wow, and then you never think about it again because why
Yeah.
would you get that? You're not modern enough. But
We-
James, you are.
We have a grab from James's video.
I reckon I'd bring the modern. I've got my mode of transport is a single-wheeled Segway, and that's pretty modern of me. Scooting around like nobody's business.
Scoot around like nobody's business. And
Oh.
James, we liked that so much that we got you to bring the one-wheeled Segway in, and it's just a wheel.
Well, it's very digital because it's only got one wheel, and
Yeah.
as we all know, computers only speak with ones and zeros. So
That's true. So it's either one wheel or none.
well, it's
so you
one
could
wheel.
say that walking is also quite modern
Yeah,
because there's no wheels involved.
Is
No.
this your second mode of transport that you use? Because I noticed
Yeah.
you filmed your video in a car, so you were in your first.
Well,
which
what
one do you use more, car or single-wheeled Segway?
I use the car more, obviously, because I got a longer trip in the car.
How do you end up owning a single-wheeled Segway? Let's start from the start.
Yeah, because I
It-
think that you don't. When you buy that, you become that guy with the one-wheeled Segway, and there's
Yeah.
only ever one guy, and everyone looks at it and goes, "Oh, that's the one-wheel Segway guy," and that's you. What's it like
Are you
being
that guy in your friendship group?
Oh, of course, I own one of them. I'm just modern enough to own one of them.
Yeah. So how did it come about?
It come about because I was asking essentially for an electric scooter or electric skateboard for my parents.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Dad just happened to be in China for a business trip, and he's walking down the street to get to whatever. I don't even know. I don't really care. But he saw a bloke riding one of those.
Yeah, shut up, Dad.
One of those weird.
Just give me a present from China. I don't care what you're there for.
Also, he saw someone in China with one, then bought one and took it home.
Well, we ended up with 3 of the damn things.
You have 3 of these.
We have 2 at the moment. We gave
Right.
one away.
And one question I had regarding the single-wheeled Segway was, is it similar to riding a unicycle?
If you can ride a unicycle, that thing's easy. If
Because
you-
we wanted to have a go on it.
yeah.
I can't ride a unicycle.
Look,
No,
he's
it's
saying
like-
this is easy.
Oh,
Easy
Unicycle's
right.
hard. Have you ever stacked it in
Yeah.
front of
Oh,
people?
hell yeah.
That'd be my dream, to see the Segway guy, the one-wheeled Segway guy, just eat dirt. It'd be great.
But I was at the uni because they have cheap haircuts, so I was getting a cheap haircut as you
Jeez,
do.
aren't you cool? Cheap haircut, rolling in on his one-wheeled Segway, be like, "Hey, ladies, check out my fresh cut, only $9."
So, so I
And
was
then you just stacked it.
I was riding around being
Yeah.
oh I don't know cool, scooting around like nobody's business, and
Yeah.
Someone's
Just-
like, oh, tell us a bit more about your Segway. None of your business.
well, they were closing down the bar at the uni because the uni was moving away from alcohol and that sort of stuff. So we're closing it down. So they were having all day happy hours. There was a whole heap of students in there, absolutely drunk as skunk. And I'm riding around on this thing, and I find a pothole, like the one pothole in this whole courtyard. I find the pothole.
That's true. A hole in a one-wheeled vehicle is catastrophic.
It is painful.
Well, I was thinking, James, seeing as you brought it in, can we give it a go?
No, you certainly can.
It's after hours here at the radio station, so I feel like the corridors are going to be quite free. What's the top speed you can get to?
12k, but I don't reckon you. I'm not into. Look, I'll
I'll
give you a
push 10.
challenge,
I'll
but
push
I'm
10.
not sure you'll get that far.
All right,
You
we're
watch
gonna give
me.
it a go.
All right, let's do it after the break.
James, our modern and digital Segway rider, has just left the building.
We had quite a long, we put in a lot of songs. We were trying it for a good 10, 15 minutes there.
We thought
and-
that we could at least get one of us to ride the one-wheel Segway, and we'd at least get to go for about 5 meters or so. way
Turns out
harder
it's,
than it looks.
it's like a unicycle. I've actually tried a unicycle before and had just as much as success.
I'd say the unicycle's easier. I used to have a unicycle at home, and I used to mess around on it, and
It's because it's
easier.
taller. This one, it's hard to get your center of gravity because it's so low to the ground. To kind of describe it, it's like standing on
It's like standing on a balance board, but
yeah.
if you go too far forward, it starts speeding.
Yeah, and then it crashes and it beeps, and there's a high chance you could roll your ankle. And James was just scooting around like it's nobody's business.
Yeah,
Just scooting
I
around
kept
the corridors
asking him how
here.
he did it, but he just wouldn't tell me.
Well, he said 4 years of doing it.
Yeah.
4 years of rolling into various places, being that guy. It gives you one
Jeez,
skill.
that really is why. That's another reason why there's only one guy. It's because first you have to have the confidence to be, you know what,
that guy.
I want to be that guy. But then you have to train to be that guy.
Yeah.
And
So
we just don't have what it takes. We're not going to be that guy.
the original package, the original idea was to kind of like record stuff quickly during the song, throw some of it together, and then give you guys maybe a bit of a package of us succeeding on and being all modern and scooting
No.
around. We thought it was going to be this big success.
No.
Just a bit of a fail.
All we're going to have for you is we're going to get Tripod Todd to cut up a montage of
Yeah.
just us stacking it in the hallway while
Go
everyone
check it
laughs
out
at us.
on our Instagram, Facebook, I guess in the next week or so. We'll try and get that video uploaded. It's just going to be 30 seconds of you almost took out a window
Yeah.
at one point, and then a couple of people who are the higher ups walked past here in the building, and they went, "What are you doing?" And we were like,
Oh, we're just trying to get a lawsuit in before we leave Modern
yeah,
Digital.
we're just trying to go on a one-wheeled Segway at the moment. I know you're heading home and all, but
Get
just-
out of the way.
yeah, move. But anyway, so that I guess
That didn't work,
backfired.
but you know what is
Not
gonna
everything
work?
works in live radio.
No,
and that's-
except for
Well, what's coming up next will
Right.
definitely work.
the Shrek Hours coming up.
If you don't know, if you've just tuned in, we're creating radio history.
Yes.
I guess it will all be revealed after the break, but all I'm going to say is if you're a Pixar fan, oh no, do not listen. Sorry, I just
Yeah.
got that wrong. If you're a DreamWorks
I almost
fan,
cancelled the whole hour.
yeah, if you're a DreamWorks fan, whoo-hoo,
If you're a DreamWorks fan, and you got about
Yeah.
exactly an hour.
yep,
Stick around.
tune in. And we're not going to be talking about Kung Fu Panda, and that's all I'm going to say.
Yep.
Once upon a time, there was a young radio duo by the name of Luke and Lewis. They had a groundbreaking radio idea that was locked away in a castle, guarded by a fire-breathing dragon known as the radio industry. Many radio shows tried to free this idea, but none prevailed. This idea was this... Can you stop?
Guys, stop. Pay attention. Take this seriously. I'm trying to do my Shrek impression.
This idea was the Shrek Hour. 1 hour of Shrek radio content, and it remained in the Dragon's Keep, in the highest room of the tallest tower, until one day the young radio duo attempted to achieve radio greatness.
Like that's ever gonna happen. What a load.
Hey now, it's the Shrek Hour with Puss in Boots and Donkey.
That's right. This is our job. I can't believe we get paid.
Welcome to our swamp. From now on, it's only going to be Shrek-related chat and songs.
Welcome to the Shrek Hour, everyone.
Welcome
From
to the
now-
swamp.
Hey.
It's time to get dirty, get Shrekky. I don't know.
Exclusively Shrek-related content. Well, your phone's ringing, mate. I want to let them know that it's the Shrek Hour.
Oh, yeah, it's my buddy Joseph from Stand Up.
Yeah.
Hey, mate, you're live on the radio.
Welcome to our swamp.
Very well. Well, you happen to call me just as we're getting to the Shrek Hour. Unless you've got any... We're doing the Shrek Hour at the moment. All right, man, I'll call you back.
And that's how you start the Shrek Hour.
Most radio shows would have ignored that. Hey, guys, I'm sorry. 'Cause
Hey.
that wasn't Shrek-related content.
Was
and that
there-
won't happen again.
No, but we can turn this around. Were there mobile phones in Shrek? You don't think so? Was your friend Joseph in Shrek?
No.
We can't turn this around, guys. The
He
Shrek
doesn't
Hour's
even-
off to a bad start.
Yeah, it's not okay. So sorry about that interruption. I will turn my phone on airplane mode so we get no more non-Shrek related interruptions.
Now, the reason why this chat isn't very focused is because we have a list of different topics that we want to talk about, and the first one on the board is just says it just says general Shrek chat. So, guys, we're just having a bit of a chat about Shrek generally. I've looked up.
Can I say before we start this, I watched Shrek 2 last night to kind of get in the zone.
All of it?
No, about 85%. I skipped the one of the fairy godmother songs. She's evil. I don't like her.
No.
I don't want to hear.
I didn't like that
You know the one
character
where
in
she's like,
general.
"With the wave of my magic wand, your troubles will soon be gone."
I don't remember
with
that.
a
I must
flick
have
of my
skipped
wrist
it.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Anyway, I can cover it for you later on the show if you want.
Hey, maybe not. I've got a review from 2001, one of the very first Shrek reviews.
Yeah.
By Todd McCarthy, esteemed Shrek reviewer.
Before you start the review, I don't know why the radio industry doesn't like this content.
Doesn't like what? They don't like this review?
No,
Would they
like
have-
just Shrek content in general. I mean,
Oh.
it's got off to a rocky start, and I would say it's already way better than anything else we've ever done.
Oh, absolutely. I
Yeah.
mean, who else? I mean, I think we've already said Shrek more times than any other radio show has, and like the span of their whole careers. And
Yeah.
we've only been doing the Shrek Hour for about 3 minutes.
Yeah, 57 to go. Strap in.
Todd McCarthy reckons that Shrek is an instant animated classic, rudely sending up fairy tale traditions while also embodying them. It offers entertainment equally to viewers from 4 to 104. So if you're 1 to 3, sorry, probably going to hate it. And if you're 105, well, you're probably dead.
Well,
so.
and that's you're only you're only not gonna like it if when you, before you're 3 years old, you don't even know what an ogre is.
Yeah.
You could boulder like Donkey does.
Mm.
You don't appreciate eating waffles in the morning.
No.
Which
You
is
don't
what
have teeth either. You couldn't eat, couldn't eat
Exactly.
onions either.
Lewis, before we wrap up general Shrek chat,
Yeah.
I kind of I made a list of things. I was thinking about the Shrek Hour, and I
Yep.
was like, man, I think there's so many things could be improved with Shrek.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number one was I had 3 things. I
Yeah.
haven't made a huge list. I will be honest. I got distracted.
Is it
and
a
started
length? Like
watching
the
Shrek.
length could be doubled?
No. So things that everyday things that we already know with added Shrek.
Okay.
So that Shrek could improve. First thing was our radio show. and
yes.
I think that's going great.
Yeah, I think so.
The second thing was my favorite childhood book series, Shrek and McGee.
Instead of Specky McGee.
Instead of Speck and McGee. So instead of it being about a footy hero who takes great grabs,
Yeah,
it's about an ogre who just stomps out people on the AFL ground.
I like that.
And he only plays in swamps.
I think the title needs work. What about instead of Shreky McGee, just Shreky Mashrek?
Right, that's not bad.
Yeah.
And I was thinking even like a time of year, an Irish celebration.
Yeah.
Shrektoberfest. That would be better with Shrek.
That would be better.
And this is
Although
what proves.
Oktoberfest is German, not
Yeah.
Irish.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Did you not know that?
Yeah, that's St. Patrick's Day. St. Shrektrick's Day. See, both work. But yeah, my point was more being this hour's going to be great.
Yeah.
You've already heard 4 things now that have been improved with Shrek.
Well, you've heard a lot of stuff. It was just a bit of a general Shrek chat.
Yep.
So we're coming
Up
back. What's next?
You've found a Shrek party online, and
Yes.
you've got to be recapping the
Yes,
Shrek party.
I googled it. A Christian mum has released a
Yeah.
blog post about a Shrek-themed party she organised for her 9-year-old.
And I
I'm gonna
also
give you the
believe
scoop.
we have another one of Mike's infamous parody songs coming, a Shrek-related parody song from Radio Mike. So plenty to look forward to in the Shrek Hour.
All right, and now this is All Star.
And I'm gonna say, I want to end this general Shrek chat with
Yep.
that'll do, donkey. All right. Maybe we shouldn't do this. It is the Shrek Hour talking nothing but Shrek between 7 and 8. No one's doing it. We're making radio history. And I guess, Lewis, you've got a Shrek party that has
Yes.
happened. Where did this Shrek party occur?
This party occurred in 2010.
Okay, I was a little bit offended for a sec that we weren't invited, but I'll let it slide.
Yeah, so
I didn't have this Shrek dream of mine until I was 2015.
Yeah, that's true. Also, it was in America. And
Yeah.
it was for children aged 8 years old, and it was like exclusively for Christian kids as well.
Right.
So, it's just a Christian mum giving it a go, putting on a Shrektacular party.
That's pretty racy for a Christian mum
That's
because
true.
Shrek's one of the edgier animated films.
And Shrek has a fairy godmother in it too, and magic is a no-no in the Bible.
Yeah.
So, but she's given it a go. So
with imagine they change the lyrics with a flick of a magic book, your troubles will soon be gone.
now this is Nadine.
That was a callback from a joke I did before.
Yeah, and we all remembered it. The mum's name is Nadine, And she's written here. She's reporting back on her party and written a guide in case you wanted to copy her party. So maybe we could set one up during the next song. It's a Shrek-tacular Shrek party idea. We recently created a wonderful Shrek-themed party for my 8-year-old. First thing she did was she made Shrek masks. So there was a Shrek mask, donkey mask, fairy mask,
Standard.
Puss in Boots, gingerbread, and I think that's all the kids that were there.
Ah.
So that's one for each of
But
us.
Pinocchio
Mike
didn't
doesn't
get
get to wear a mask.
No. He's already dressed as human Shrek. Comes in every day in costume. We're like, mate, we'll stop dressing up.
Jeez, yeah, the costume hire must be insane. You must owe them a lot of money, mate.
Yeah.
Then they had a Shrek themed cake, but not too big, just small ones. She made it look like a little swamp, which is good.
So was it like an inbuilt
It's
cake?
more of a mud cake.
Oh, was the cake like his house?
Yeah,
His hut?
yeah.
Was it a shack? What does Shrek live in?
I don't know. Oh, he lives in like a stone house.
I think he calls it a... no, they just call it a home and he's... I don't know. What do they call it?
I'm
a
pretty
hut?
sure he calls it a hut.
Yeah, it's
A
a
hut.
hut. It's made of wood.
Okay.
It's a hut.
This is my favorite one. Instead of pin the tail on the donkey, it's pin the tail on the donkey from Shrek,
That's good.
which is good.
Yep.
And lily pad hop. It's like musical chairs, but in a swamp. And,
Oh, because it's all
yeah.
all swamp themed.
And guys, that's the extent of Nadine's Shrek themed party from 2010 in America.
Great.
Happened on May 31st.
Awesome.
So that was my little report that I've gone out and found for you guys during the Shrek Hour,
Yep.
and I'm glad that we all enjoyed it.
Great. Well, up next, we've written Shrek game on the whiteboard.
Have we come up with the game, Luke?
No, but we'll... Hey, Shrek's good at improving.
Coming up next.
Oh,
it's-
okay, no, I've got it.
You got it?
You were having a go at my Shrek impression
Yeah.
during the intro of this whole Shrek Hour thing before.
Yeah.
Let's have a Shrek off next. Who
All
can
right.
do the best Shrek impression?
You're on.
I think Radio
You're
Mike's
about to
just
get-
going to win because of his head.
You're about to get Shreked.
All right.
It is the Shrek Hour. Sorry, we got a bit distracted. We were telling each other that Amy Shark said hi, and things got out of control.
Yep.
That's the chorus of the song. We were telling everyone, making sure everyone knows that Amy Shark said
Well, and
hi.
if you're listening right now, Amy Shark wants to tell you all that she says hi and also
she
that
hopes
she
you've
hopes
been
you've
doing
been
well.
well.
Yeah.
It's really quite polite, Amy.
But anyway, enough about Amy Shark because her name is Amy Shark, not Amy Shrek.
Yeah.
We're doing the Shrek Hour.
We are.
Our producer, James, from the Fox show, is in the studio. He walked in while we were showing each other pictures of Shrek. What do you think of this content, mate?
Absolutely abysmal.
Abysmal? See, this is what the radio bosses think of this
You're
content.
a radio boss,
Hey.
mate. Here, can you hold the whiteboard that has the Shrek Hour on it?
Thank
and
you.
we're just up to here, I think.
To
which is the
Shrek off / Mike's song.
Yes.
So, we'll start off this break with a classic Shrek off to explain the rules of... Everyone knows what a Shrek off is. I'm just no need to explain it. But if you're unfamiliar...
absolutely Shrektacular.
Yes. It's a Shrek impersonation off. You were laughing at me at the start of the show for my Shrek impersonation.
Yes.
So I've got a grab of Shrek talking about onions. Then you'll have a go, because if you think you're such a Shrek hotshot, then
Yep.
I'll have a go. And then I guess the human Shrek himself judges the Shrek off.
Okay.
Let's go.
Onions have layers. Ogres have layers. Onions have layers. You get it. We both have layers.
Okay, my strategy is I'm going to first become Mike Myers. I'm Mike Myers. Now I'm going to do Mike Myers doing a Scottish accent.
Don't start quoting Wayne's World. That's the wrong Mike Myers.
Onions have layers. That's it.
No, you got to give us more than that.
I can't remember the quote.
Can you play the quote again?
Onions have layers. Ogres have layers.
Okay.
Onions have layers. You get it. We both have layers.
Onions have layers. Ogres have layers. I'll forget the rest of it.
Okay. I think you sounded like you were trying to...
Remember the quote
Yeah.
rather than do
Yeah,
a good
okay.
impression.
Oh, here we go. Onions have layers. Ogres have layers. Nah, yours was better already.
All right, and
My one
Radio Mike,
stinks.
give it a go. And, he's done it. Oh, no, he's done the human Shrek.
So it's just his head.
But speaking of, Mike, we understand that you've written a song for the Shrek Hour because you were so enthused about
James,
this
you
Shrek
can
content.
put the whiteboard
No, he
down.
can't. We need to know where we are in the Shrek We're just up to here with Mike's
And
song.
producer James is still standing here holding the whiteboard.
Yeah, if you want to see a vision of that, we're filming every show for YouTube
Yeah.
now, so you'll be able to see producer James standing in the back
All
like
right.
he's a prisoner, absolutely ashamed of what he's contributing to.
So, Mike, on the show, you regularly do parody songs. I believe this is your third one.
This will be my third, and I would like to disclaim I was asked to do this one. This was a request.
Yep.
This was a commissioned
Thi-
Shrek.
this was a commission
song.
with no
Usually
pay.
you only do them whenever you're feeling creative, whenever
Yes.
the kind of lyrics hit you, whenever you
Yeah.
start flowing. Were you not flowing today?
I did say before I wasn't feeling particularly creative today.
So
The
you've been a bit
juice-
Shrek shocked.
The juices
It
certainly
happens.
weren't flowing, and I felt like this one was a bit forced. I didn't have time to run it through my audio guy, so it's I self-produced, and
And by the way, he's not joking. He
I've-
gets an audio guy who's
It's
not his job.
I've never claimed to be a producer, only an artist,
Can
so I
you
can't
just-
guarantee this
Can
one
you
will
just
be
play
good.
the song? It's about Shrek. I'm sure we'll love it.
All right, here we go.
I thought Shrek could never be on radio. It's meant for movies streamed on my TV. But Luke was out to get me. That's the way it seems. Now we're doing a radio show and it's Shrek themed. Yeah, now we're talking Shrek. And I'm gonna leave her. What the heck? You're out of your mind. I'm above this show. I'm not a believer and I'm gonna leave her this show.
My favourite bit was when you went Shrek, 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 Shrek in the background.
That was just a little effect I put on.
Dude, that was pretty good.
Thanks, man. I
Just
didn't
the
think it
effort
was
you
my
put in,
best.
the harmonizing, man.
Yeah.
Just
I wasn't happy with the content towards the end that you weren't a believer of the Shrek
I
Hour.
did say that I was above this show and will leave.
Yeah.
But you know what? I've decided to stay.
It's
I'm
pretty
back
good,
in
isn't
the
it?
game,
pretty
yeah.
good.
I
Yeah.
don't know why the community radio show, I tried this on 3 years ago, wanted to put a stop. I mean, we're at the 45-minute mark. This is how far I got through on the community radio
We
show.
might make it to the full hour.
We
James,
may
what do you
make
think
it.
of the Shrek Hour so far? You've been here for a couple of minutes
Do not
holding
pull the
whiteboard.
pin. Do not pull the pin.
Boys, I think we can all agree it's run its course.
You think it's run its course? You think there's only 45 minutes of Shrek content a radio show can do?
I think there's only about 5 minutes.
Well,
That's right, well,
too
we've done
bad for you because
45.
we're about to play a song from Shrek. Mike, what do we got coming up?
Apparently we have the Live and La Vida Loca song from
And
Shrek
it's
2.
the Eddie Murphy and
Luke, could you
it's
please,
the Puss in
Antonio
Boots?
Banderas.
Yeah,
Could you please say
Antonio
the
Banderas.
title of the song, Luke?
Up next is Livin' the Vila Loca.
Sorry, could you
Livin-
say that one more time?
Livin' the Vila.
So just one more time for me.
Hey guys, I don't know the title of the song.
So I noticed that for the
How do you
past
spell
3
it?
days you haven't been
Live and
able
La
to say
Vida
it.
Loca.
I need to see it written. Livin'.
I guarantee if he sees it written.
Livin' da Vida Loca.
No, that's not how you say it.
Livin' da Vida Loca.
Live and La Vida Loca.
But it's da.
No, it's La.
Have we met? Wait, I'm
It's
not sure.
duh.
I'm actually not sure.
You guys are wrong. It's da.
Well,
Oh no.
mm,
The YouTube was wrong. Sorry, it is living da. I was looking
hey
at
guys, just quickly, can I ask a question? Whenever I've corrected someone saying something, have I ever been wrong?
Yeah, about like 1 in every 5. But this one was one of the 4. Congratulations.
You're welcome, mate.
Hey
It's time
James,
for.
keep holding up the sign.
Hey James, could you please say what song's up next?
Living La Vida Loca.
Look at Luke. We are still continuing with the back end of the Shrek Hour.
Yes, and I guess we're just wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Kind of what they did, well, what they should have done at the end of Shrek 3. They should have just stopped it there.
Did
And
you know there's a Shrek 5 coming in 2019?
no. Oh, I mean, a little bit of me, there's this little, tiny little bit of hope.
You still
It's
got
kind of
hope?
like Stuart Little. If they made a Stuart Little 3, there was a little bit of me that would be like, God, maybe it could be good, but probably not.
No.
It's just going to be a mouse skateboarding again.
No. Now, when you did try to do the Shrek Hour at community radio, someone shut this down. Is that correct?
Yeah, the producer at the time, he pretty much couldn't handle the greatness, couldn't handle waffle chat. I think I tried to do a segment where people text in their favorite boulder. I thought it was groundbreaking radio. He disagreed.
Well, Luke, I don't mean to crash your vibe here. I don't want to Shrek this, but I've actually got that producer on the line now.
No. What?
I'd like to welcome him to the show just to see what he thinks about the Shrek Hour. Welcome to the show, mate.
Hello, Luke.
Is this Jack?
It is indeed.
It's
I can't believe you did an hour of Shrek on Triple M Digital.
It's been 3 years. But Jack,
It's been a very long time.
Firstly, how are you and how have you been?
I am very well, very busy, which is good, but I'm just looking at you kicking goals on in the radio game and thinking, wow, I produced this guy once.
Yeah, I mean, well, you poo-pooed my segment once. I remember that.
I did.
Jack,
I regretted it soon after.
You did regret it.
So now that we've been doing the Shrek Hour, do you think we should continue it? We're almost at the end of it.
Oh, look, if you've gone this long, you might as well finish strong.
I agree, Jack. Well, you know what? This is really quite... I mean, I wish we had some inspirational music. I mean, I don't know if you can get some up, Mike, but I mean, this is...
I'm glad, Jack, that you finally came around. It took you 3 years to realise that an hour of Shrek content is good radio. Could you actually... We've got a producer, James, here. Could you reckon you could convince him that it's good radio?
Our current producer's hating this. Jack, you're a producer as well. Do you have a message for James, our current producer?
Just some advice.
James, I don't understand what the problem is. I mean, you'll see the light after 3 years. That's how long it generally takes with Shrek, I think.
2021, he'll be like, boys, I got a good idea. Maybe
Really
some
much.
more Shrek chat.
Well, Jack, thanks for joining us. And
This
thanks
has
for
actually
approving
really
the
made
Shrek.
me so happy because, Jack, I think I told you at the time that it was my dream to do an hour of Shrek content. Unfortunately, it took 3 years to happen, but you know what? I wouldn't have wanted it to happen any other way, guys.
No.
This is the perfect ending. This is just like the bit when Shrek, you know when they sing the Shrek's karaoke in the swamp and everyone's...
I know.
It's so great. Jack knows.
And you know what, Jack? Thanks so much for joining us. And just before you do leave us and we end the show, I would like to let you know that Amy Shark says hi.
Oh, no.
And she hopes you've been well.
Yeah, make sure you tell everyone you know. We're trying to get that circulating just because we're trying to get the message out there for Amy.
Thanks for joining us, Jack. We appreciate it. And guys, you're welcome for the Shrek Hour. We did it, Luke.
We did it.
Well done, mate. I'm proud of you.
Mate, thank you very much. And on behalf of all the brokers out there tuning in, it's been fun. And I guess bring on Shrek 5 now that that's coming out.
Hey, when Shrek 5 comes out, James, what do you reckon? 2 hours of Shrek content.
Screening.
He just gave us a thumbs down.
We're going to do the show live from the cinema. All right.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for listening. Is that the end of the show? Of our show?
It's the end of the second last show.
Wow.
We were supposed to... Can we bring down the... I don't want to end the hour on a bad mood.
Hey,
we aren't grieving anymore because today's acceptance.
Yeah.
And I guess we've accepted that we're not celebrating.
No, we're not celebrating.
Digital.
We've just accepted that we're moving on from it. Not onto better things, just onto something different.
But in saying
with
that,
more
guys, tomorrow is the last ever Modern Digital show.
Yes.
Just texting Reese before. Reese Maston's keen. He's coming. He's confirmed his presence.
We've got a modern mate, we've got a digital mate, and we've got the modern digital mate, Simo.
It's 2 VIPs. Simo, it's going to be a jam-packed show, and I guess we can't wait to see you. It's going to be full of a lot of laughs, not a lot of Shrek, because we covered that off today.
Yep.
So, brogers, tune out. There's nothing for you tomorrow, if that's all you've tuned in for.
All right, but today, you're welcome. That was Shrektacular, mate. Proud of you. Proud of everyone in here.
Thanks very much, guys.
See you later. It's Luke and Lewis.
And Human Shrek.
Recording live from the swamp.
Yeah, true. This is the swamp signing out. How do you leave a swamp? You wait out.
I
Guys,
think
we should have ended it at what you said.
Yeah.
See you later.